the Low Numbers Podcast. We have a special guest in the building, man. My man Carl Dantzler. Carl does a lot in the community, and we want to highlight, some of the events he got coming up. So we're gonna get into it. I want to ask Carl some questions, let my audience get familiar with Carl and the things he's doing in the community. And I like for everybody to support Carl in any way they can with all of his events and so on. So, Carl, thank you for joining us. For those who may not know you, can you share a little bit about who you are and the story behind Trends Inc. Barbershop?
Okay. Well, my name's Carl Dantzler. I'm a Kansas City, Kansas native. You know what I'm saying? So I'm from the turf. I was actually born down there in 3-1. You know what I'm saying? In the projects, but I left probably at 2, so I can't remember it like that. We had that conversation once before, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just a hardworking man trying to do my part. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple things going on. I've been watching you doing what you're doing, and been kind of like okay, because I pay attention to everything. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, if I want to do one of these things, I'm gonna do it with OG. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he asked me what need to be told. So you know what I'm saying? All I can tell y'all is that I'm Carl. I got a barbershop. I cut hair. Hardworking man. Whatever you want to know, let's go.
Man, you wear a lot of hats: barber, entrepreneur, foundation founder, family man, even a GM auto worker. How what I'm saying? How do you balance all these roles while still making time to give back to the community?
It's 24 hours in a day. You know what I'm saying? It's 24 hours in a day. I'm like, I have never been, diagnosed with no certain type of element or nothing, or no type of illness or nothing. But I just feel if you got enough time in the day, you can do your part. So I go bust down at General Motors. That's the beginning of my day. You know what I'm saying? I go do that. You know what I'm saying? I get off. You know what I'm saying? About 4. Grab me something to eat. Come down, then go to the barbershop, bust that down. Then leave there. I got to go home and do my family thing. I got the wife and the kids. I got a 14-year-old, about to be 15-year-old daughter. You know what I'm saying? She need my attention. And I got to be on her because I be really having to pay attention because, it's my baby. So, and then, when you get that idle time, you get that little time, you got to think about what's your real purpose? Like, what's your real purpose for being here? It wasn't to be just a slave to the job and just somebody's daddy, or just, even though them are good things. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that without, you know what I'm saying? Can't have one without the other. But like when it first came to the foundation, if that's what you want to go into, the foundation is a different story. But as far as the grind for the barbershop and the trends Inc. and the hair shows and barber battles, that's just something that I always wanted. I'm from the dot. So back when we was coming up, they used to have them fancy shows. I used to go, I was like 19, 17. From 19, I was going, I see them shows, and that'd be like crazy. I'm up there, that's when we was wearing the Coogis. I always been different. So, we wearing Coogis. I'm going to them shows. I'm like,
Yeah.
wherever I get in position, I'm doing them. You feel me? Like, it's just something that was always in my soul. Like, that's my first passion. Besides being, I always wanted to be a daddy. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to be an early daddy. You know what I'm saying? I was 27 when I had my first. But I always wanted to do a show. So, I got on that GM back in '04. I got in '04. So from '04 to 2010, nigga, there was no profit shares. You feel me? So all that money was just our money. But then in 2010, they dropped us with that bonus check. I knew what I was doing with mine. You feel me? I knew what I was doing. I already had it. I already had seen it in my head years ago. So I wasn't even playing with it. It was a nice little piece of money. I said, I'm about to flip this 37 times. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't playing with it. So my first little hit, I hit the CVE at the Sprint Center. I did that Best in the Midwest hair show. Man, that was out of a movie. So anybody that remember that time, they know that was probably the hardest thing that we don't sing. So I
Yeah.
did that, and once that went away, that went through so good. It was just like you get that bug. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then I followed back with the barber battle at the Voodoo Lounge up in Harris, and that mug had 1,000 people in it, dude. I was like, that. I counted $14,000 that night. Cash money, dude. One night, dude. Killed them. It was
That's good
crazy.
money. That's
Dude,
good money. Yeah.
that's crackhead. That get you addicted money. You
Yeah.
feel me? People don't understand why I be still on it. It's like a crackhead. I can't
Yeah.
stop because it's like I already know what that hit tastes like. You know, I
You
got that.
chasing that. Yeah. You
I'm
chasing
chasing
that
that,
high.
chasing that high, dude. And I mean, you know what? I'm like, I know that it comes with, everybody get to doing it and get kind of watered out. You've been to some of them.
Yeah.
You've been some of my good stuff. You've been some of my cool stuff. It just comes with it. But that's it. That's the original story about the General Motors signing bonus, or not signing bonus, but yeah, whatever it's called, bonus thing.
Just stand
Got,
with.
man, got that and just kind of rock with it. But then, we want to go to, I don't want to keep rumbling on, but we want to go to the trans care. Now that's a different story. Then I'm gonna talk about it a little bit, and then you can kind of like touch on it. But I'm just gonna speak on it because it's a little different for me. Trans care came about is I had a little crib up north. You know what I'm saying? Little apartment I was staying in. And I had met this little cat, dude. He's from like New York or Virginia. He was from the East Coast. But he was a cool little dude. But he's come over to my crib, smoke and do all the stuff. Just he's my little homie, like what I was to you. He's my,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And we could say that on here. I don't want to say no crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, man. This hey, this ain't say what you want to say. If we can't keep it in there, we'll block
Yeah.
it out.
So he's my little nigga, man. So he would come over my crib every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm at GM. He'd come over, rock it with me. This is what we do. So one night, because I worked the late shift, so I would always go to Walmart at nighttime, right? When I'm in
Yeah.
there, it's like about me and 9 other people. Them days are gone now. But I go up in there, I'm in there shopping. I see this chick. She with her mom and them. And she like bad, but she's bad. So I'm like, what I'm saying? We see each other. We rap a little taste. And I find out I got an age limit. I don't do them youngsters. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a certain age for me to even rock with you. I don't do nothing that make me frown on somebody else that I would frown on, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What I did was, I was like, man, she perfect for my little homie though. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I messed around and introduced them. They messed around and clicked up. Long story short, they clicked up. Dude, they was together forever. They got married. They had these kids. We all went our own way. She would hit me up every now and then, talking about trying to be in my show because she had this crack. They said like hair crack, like this stuff that she would make your hair grow, whatever, whatever. So that was like her thing.
Yeah, I
You
think
know,
I seen something like some hair crack. I heard of that before. Now, I don't know if it's the same chick, but I've heard of people selling the hair crack, man.
I'm about to get you the icing of the story. There, we're gonna move on because it kind of get me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway, what I'm saying? She used to call me and hit me up every now and then, talk about being on the show, which she never did though. But that's the only way we would keep in touch. You know what I'm saying? Like that's with the social media friends. But only time I would hear from her is when she hit me up talking about the show, like putting the crack up in there or whatever. So nigga, I'm minding my business. I'm doing the shows. Life is good. Woo, 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 woo. Long story short, watching the news, dude done rode up on his old lady and killed her, and then killed himself.
Damn. I think that was in the news, wasn't it? Was that the
Yeah,
girl that had the crack, the hair crack?
yep.
That was
They had
her?
the kids. They had the 5 kids.
Oh, yeah,
She
man.
left. She left the 5 kids, and you know what I'm saying. And, I mean, I ain't saying no names, but everybody know who it is from the dot. But it just messed me up because you know what I'm saying. I'm saying to myself like, you know what I'm saying. I,
Yeah,
I introduced them. You feel me?
yeah,
I introduced them. Like I mean, but even though they had a nice long run, but they do something to a person.
yeah,
Saying they do something to a person because you like, man, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
anyway, that's how that messed me up. So I was just trying to figure something I could do to give back. What could I do? So I had a little I had a show, and at the show, her sister was there. Ebony, there we go. But anyway, her
yeah,
sister was there, so I did a whole little, donation box. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in there made this box. Everybody in there put in real. I mean, I never opened the box, so I don't know what was in there, but I know it was nice because that's the one that was at Bartle Hall, so it was really, really nice. So anyway, I did that. I felt good about myself. Felt like I had did something right. So I'm moving on with life. But then once again, at my favorite spot, at Walmart. I don't know if this was nighttime or daytime though. I can't tell that part of the story. But I'm in line, right, about to check out. I'm minding my business up there. They're just ready to just check out. I'm ready to go. I
yeah,
look down. There's these little kids running around, right? Like for real, like running around. And I'm looking like, dang. And then I look over at the lady, and the lady like leaning over the basket, right? Like she just
yeah.
wore out. nigga had that wore out look, like she's been beat up, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, whoa, like, but then I looked again and I looked at the kid's face, man. Why was that their kids, dude?
That was old girl's kids.
Yeah, in the line with me in front of me. Like, what's the possible? Like, how's that happen? You feel me? I know the mom any day, so I'm seeing the whole face on the kids.
Yeah.
Like, boom, 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 and I'm like, oh man. So
So
that,
how that make so how that make you feel? I mean, did that did that make you want to do more in the community as far as helping people?
that birthed the trends care. That's where we at. That's where
Okay. Okay.
it came from there. That day, I mean, I already was on something, but once I seen that, I realized that it ain't about the what I'm saying, just trying to, it's about the fact of the matter is the kids that got left behind, we need to be able to help them so they won't be bitter and mad at the world because
Yeah.
especially in their situation, it was really tough. So once I seen the grandma and the way that I seen her, it kind of like made me want to just take a load off of her. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to be able to just, and I've been on it, off it, on it, off it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's hard because I'm really a one man band. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's a hard thing to do. So I did some shows. I did some foundation thing. I did some things. 2016. I've been having this since 2016, and it's
Yeah.
100% legit, not for profit, 501c3 tax. I'm all the way. It's the real deal, Holyfield. You know what I'm saying? And I've been
Yeah.
having it since 2016, but I've been sleeping on it because I work. That go back to what you were saying earlier. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I work. I cut hair. You know what I'm saying? I got my kids and you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do all these different things. So it's like this year, last year, we've been laid off from General Motors. I've been at General Motors 21 years and we got laid off.
Man.
But we've been laid off since Thanksgiving. So since I've been laid off, I told myself that I was gonna focus back into getting the trans care popping. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and really, really get it to where I can start actually doing what the mission statement is for. So that's been my whole goal. Like I ain't never had this kind of free time in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't been having to get up and go to GM. So I've been kind of like just basically. That's why if you look at the foundation website stuff, it's all legit. It's all for the first time since I've been having
Oh yeah.
it's all the way up and popping and it's going and we doing things, we blessing people, we getting it going. So that's where we at, man. That's where we at.
So let's talk about the Mon Dukes and Son dance coming up on July the 20th. What inspired this event and what do you hope families take away from it?
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, what inspired it is, I do the daddy daughter thing. I've been doing that for like I did it like this is probably like my fifth or fourth one that I did. And I did that because my daughter, her birthday is August 9th, right?
Yeah.
So they cut off the grade thing at August 1st. So if you don't be in school by August 1st, they make you go a whole nother year, right? You'll be
Hmm.
a year behind, even though you're the same age as the people, right? So we
Yeah.
put my daughter in private school for that year, right? So she's in private school for her first year, so she could be with her right age. You know what I'm saying? We did some slick shit, some shit. We pulled it off. So when we was doing that, they had daddy daughter dances, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I ain't never felt like it was so dope. You feel me? Like we went
Yeah.
to me and my daughter was all did up, boom, boom, boom. Then she went to regular school, no daddy daughter dances, no nothing, right? And I'm
Yeah.
looking at it, and I'm saying to myself, like, nah, that was a good feeling in my soul and in my heart. So I was like, nah, I gotta keep it up. So that right there was strictly for my daughter, you feel me? So the daddy daughter thing came strictly from the private school to 1 year to skip the grade up, you know what I'm saying? And then
Hmm.
I've been doing it, but then the females in the city, everybody doing mama son one, doing mama son one, because I don't have a fit, my son 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's strictly for them. So that's why I ain't understanding why, I gotta work so hard when they requested it. You feel me? So
Yeah.
the mama son one is strictly for special requests. It's been requested for years. I just thought we'll just do it. It ain't even like I said, I don't even have a dog in a race. You feel me? But I'm like, hey, I know that it's a lot of single women out here. That's why I was telling you earlier today, I'm doing this for the heart. So I will bless some families. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with it because,
Yeah.
hey, I don't have a dog in the race, but I know that it's real out here. I know that it's
Yeah.
tough. I know that they need to be able to get recognized and, have a good time. I got the DJ, we got the food, we got the games. And actually, when you say the motivation behind it, I have a actual motivational speaker who's going to come and, drop some jewels, you know what I'm saying? And just try to keep our fellas you know what I'm saying, fellas, because I'm saying my young man, they, you know, I'm a barber, so I got all age limits that come to me. You feel me? So
Yeah.
the stories that we talk about it that I hear and the things that we go over, it's just it's a wide range of everything going on in this world right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This ain't like when we grew up, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, I just want them to have a good time, take their mind off of whatever's going on. It's summertime, get that last good couple little kicks in them before they got to go back in there and handle their business and put something on
Yeah.
their chest and on their heart, you know?
Okay, okay. Why is it important for you to create spaces that strengthens family bonds, like the mother-son dances or your previous father-focused initiatives?
Man, you know, I got both parents. I don't know what people be saying. You know, I still today, my mom and dad is still together. I come from a big family, you know what I'm saying? We family oriented, you know, as of years ago, it ain't as tight as it was, but I'm 51 years old, so it's embedded in me, you feel me? So
Yeah,
I come from structure. That's all I can say. I come from structure, and me being a barber and being in this world in 2025, I have seen some things, I have witnessed some things, and I figure we can't be silent when we don't made it to this age. We need to make sure they make it to our age too. You feel me? And
yeah,
that goes for the men and the female. That ain't a gender thing. That's a real life thing. So I
yeah.
just want to do my part, and then I try to bring people along with me, and we just just try to bless people, and at the same time put something on their mind so they can know it ain't all about what they hearing on these rap songs. It ain't all about
Yeah.
what I'm saying, making these babies at a young age. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all about out here.
Let them know somebody care.
Somebody care, dude. You ain't got, hey, where there's a will, there's a way. There's a lot of ways to skin a cat, baby. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? You think about
no
this though.
doubt.
Think about this though. This is what I'm saying. This, and I'm gonna get off that little quick. Hey, you've been knowing me since I was a little dude, right?
Yeah,
You ain't never known me to have that sack, right?
yeah,
But I ain't never not been with the shit.
yeah.
So
You been getting it.
that's what people have to understand. It's like, man, you ain't gotta be part of the, I don't want to say trend because that's my thing, but you ain't
Yeah.
gotta be part of the trend that go the wrong way.
Well, there's good trends and there's bad trends. You know what I'm saying? And you always been part of the good trend. Trends Inc. has branched into multiple areas,
That's right.
from clothing to podcasts, even national events. What's the vision behind Trends brand as a whole?
Man, I told you before. Well, actually, the Trans Inc. brand came about with me working at General Motors, man. Well, yeah, it's two parts though, because you got the barbershop part, then you got the Trans Inc. part. What
Yeah,
When me working at General Motors, man, I have seen so many people coming to our city, right? You know, General Motors is in Wyandotte County, right?
yeah,
Right
yeah,
there.
right there in Fairfield.
Right there behind the Argosy, right? We right there. I have had so many people over the years come to me, come from out of state, saying that they was told not to live in Wyandotte County. They don't live in Wyandotte County. Go everywhere else but Wyandotte County. Don't do this. Don't do
Mhm.
that. Don't do this with Wyandotte County. And I'm looking like, why is it that y'all can tell people not to go to Wyandotte County, but Wyandotte County giving y'all free taxes for this building? You feel me? Y'all over here in Wyandotte County ain't paying no taxes on General Motors, but y'all don't want nobody. We can't make no money. You feel me?
Man, again,
So that always been a thing for me. So that started me. The thing was called transit connecting the dots, right? So my thing was,
mhm.
if you're from out of state, it's just like the Angie's List. I had did it way before then. You know what I'm saying? Where anything you need, I can hook you up with. I can get you with a doctor, a bootleg mechanic, a dentist. I can get you to a good
Just
school district. I can get you.
connecting them.
I'm connecting the dots. I can be your
Yeah,
source for the town. You ain't got to go to nobody else. Just holler at your boy. You feel me? And that's where it really came from. It was like I just wanted to connect the dots and get people to really, you know, and venture off and not be in a box. I hate the box thing. I hate when they try to put anybody in the box because I'm so not a box type of guy. You feel me? So that's that. And then go back to the other part about the Trillions Inc. With the Battle of the Talking Heads and the clothing line. It's the culture, man. It's the culture. It's like if you ain't doing nothing, why you here? You feel me?
yeah. You gotta have a dream, man, a purpose. You know what I'm saying? A goal, and that's what I always tell my son, man. Have a goal, man, because time is gonna change, and as long as you got a goal, you know what I'm saying. You can change with the time. You know
Right.
what I mean? Just don't get complacent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Real talk.
so So barbershops have always been more than just places to get a cut.
For sure.
They're community hubs. How do you see Trends GNC
GMC. Yeah.
serving your local community in Gladstone beyond grooming?
Well, I was in Wyandotte for all my years. I've been up here now for 8. But I was in
Yeah,
Wyandotte, me and Mario started off together in our actual personal, in business ownership. Me and Mario
yeah,
kept.
yeah,
But well, like you gotta do you get like I do like toy drives, I do back to school. When I'm back to school, I do anniversary things and I do things to just you gotta motivate the people. So if they keeping me afloat, I look at it like this. We went through a whole pandemic. I'm still here. You feel me?
yeah.
So you gotta be thankful for the people that support you. You feel me? So you just gotta just do your
Absolutely.
part. Do your part, give back. Try to make sure you keep your ear to the street to let people know when this is what and what is when. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta just stay grounded. That's why I know so much about what you do because I'm always paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whether it be something that I don't even supposed to know. I know because I paid attention. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
yeah,
like, I'm not out here. I'm not, I stay in my lane, but at the same time, I see what's going on. That's why I'm able to
yeah.
move the way I move. That's why I'm able to connect with who I need to connect with. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do what I do. But it's all about the upbringing. We go back to that
Hmm.
and keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? And all the times that I have always, you was different. So you know what I'm saying? It's different. See, people don't understand. Like I heard you on here one day talking about the Bloods and Crips and the Dusty and the clean thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. The
That's what I
Dusty
always
Crips.
that's what got me. Now the thing about it is that's true statement all day. Anybody that know anything about the dot, they would know that that's exactly how it was. But the thing about it is you always got that one. You got that one OG that show you that style and that class and that how to move and operate and how to move swiftly without being, even though gutter, straight gutter killer, all that, but smooth though. They straight up, still know how to respect the women and do what they got to do. But that guy, you feel me? And
Yeah,
that I've seen that. I ain't gonna go too far with that. But when us growing up and we see people like Leeport, like people don't understand that
yeah.
Leeport is like a living legend in Kansas City, Kansas, only because
Yes, sir.
they can have a perm and have kissing doors, be outside playing basketball, like some shit on real, like shit.
Yeah,
People don't understand that. Like y'all want to think that no, nigga, that's my OG, that's my bro.
still in the
Like,
hood. Yeah,
dude, like Amoni, dude, this dude walking around doing the same, popping up a record store. Niggas ain't know nothing about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Doing different things in and out of state. You feel me? Like you know me, I pay
mhm,
attention. You feel me? I'm seeing when
yeah.
people traveling because I always like, hey, whenever I get to where I got a couple of dollars in my pocket, I'm seeing the world. You feel me?
Moving time.
Because we on that dead end street. I'm off of Roosevelt. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm across the street from Willie Scott, born and raised. You feel me? So you already know the trinkets
Willie,
in my
Thorpe,
blood. You feel me? So
Betty.
Daddy, Trisha,
Yeah,
Junebug, Rick, and Scotty,
yeah. Oh man.
on the street, the Fieldses, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah,
it goes on and on. Y'all was right around the corner. You feel me?
yeah. Next street over.
Yeah, it is what it is,
Yeah.
man. That's why when I got things to say, it gotta be with somebody that can relate to who I am and where I'm from. So it could be like
Yes,
people
sir.
judgment and think one thing, but you gotta know somebody's story, man. You gotta walk somebody's walk and you gotta see why a person can move the way they move because if you've seen it all, it ain't nothing to do but see more.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You
If
speak,
you don't
hey, speak more, learn more, do more.
niggas all day, all day.
What advice would you give to young barbers or aspiring entrepreneurs who want to use their business to uplift the community?
Now, see, that's a double-edged sword. But first of all, I'm gonna say the first part of that is just believing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself because can't nobody tell you what God don't put on you. You feel me? So you got to believe in
Mm,
yourself first and foremost, and you got to go for it. Like it's gonna be crazy. You already know it's gonna be a struggle. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You got to just keep going. But this is what I tell you, youth people. You gotta have a job, man. You can sit there and dream all day, but if you ain't got no income coming in, how you gonna feed that mug? That's the thing I'm trying to get
yeah,
across to my. You
yeah.
gotta feed your dream. If you don't feed it,
Finance,
it ain't nothing. Yeah, you gotta find it. It ain't nothing but a doggone dream.
finance your dreams, man.
You think I want to be a General Motors? Nigga?
Man,
You
but
know,
hey,
I ain't never wanted to walk in that door. You feel me?
man,
Never.
I don't know if work either, man. But like you said, you have to be able to finance your own dreams because a lot of times you the only one to believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? People don't believe in you as much as you believe in yourself. So you have to be able to finance your dreams. You know what I mean?
That's this Sunday, man. This Sunday, my Dukes Snicker
My
ball,
Duke
man. Bring that sun.
Snicker
You know?
ball.
Yeah, that
Yes,
shit.
yeah. Sunday, July the 20th,
Yep. It's,
5
hey,
p.m. to 9.
it's in
Who
KCK down at the
you
Union
got
Hall. You feel me?
you got JR Hood Star hosting it.
Man, for
You know
sure.
what I mean?
I'm so proud of that dude, man. On real time. I mean, cause I only mess with real ones. You already know that. But I'm so proud of him just for the fact that like we don't have conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We don't have conversations. If I ain't had a conversation with you, I can't do business with you. I gotta know that you from, I gotta know. I gotta know if it's real, if I know if it's that's why we doing this. You know what I mean? You know how many podcasts I turned down?
yeah,
I mean, real life, dude, I don't play. I don't really have time to deal with people who got a different motive than what it really is about. You feel me?
yeah,
I'm only here to just tell my story, and then we looking at the future and how can we help people get where they trying to go while we still trying to get there too. You feel me? Because I ain't nowhere near where I want to be, but that don't mean I gotta, try to hinder your dreams or slow mo. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? If I got it,
Gatekeep.
it's called trends for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You got to pass it on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
Network and motivate.
I,
The, okay. The War of the States event on August the 10th sounds like a huge experience. Car show, barber battle, fashion show with performances. What can people expect from that day?
man, I'm telling you like this. I ain't never worked so hard. I've been doing this right, but this is a new world. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've always been the one that'll go shoot down to Des Moines, shoot down to Omaha, do Wichita, Oklahoma, Dallas. I don't have to do that as much now because of the way social media is and the way that everything is, online. You can do things, but I'm an up close and personal dude. I need you to feel me so you can feel me. You feel what I'm saying? I need you to be able to know that I'm passionate about it so you can think about, do I want to drive up there and mess with this thing? You know what I'm saying? Do I really want to do this? Not because, oh, it's money involved or oh, it's going do I really want to do this drive? Because when you drive up there, guess what? You got to drive back. This is the car show. This is my man right here, uh uh KC Whips, man, my man, he hosting it. So,
Okay.
he got on, he got the plug on the whip. So, you know what I'm saying?
War of the States.
Yeah, so he get a man on that one. So me, I gotta do my part. I'm like the car show thing, that ain't really my thing. This is my thing right here. You know what I'm saying?
The barber
So
War of the States barber battle.
yeah,
What states are all gonna be involved with this?
man, the goal is to try to get at least about six. But right now I'm already gonna lock down three. I got Omaha, Nebraska, I got Des Moines, I got Wichita. So I guess I got Dallas. So I got four. They all
Okay.
come down. They battle. They coming for that. They coming for that trophy. You know what I'm saying? They coming for that perch. They coming for that belt.
They get a check with it too.
Yeah, I'm about to
They
show
get
you,
they get the belt. They get the
man.
belt and a check.
Hey, look. Let me tell you. Let me say. You got me in here being mobile up in here. But yeah,
Yeah.
we at the lab. You know what I'm saying? We at the lab. So yeah, they get this is what they get going on right here. See that belt right
Belt.
there? And then
Okay.
that's that check though. That real money.
Oh,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, quick little 15 for them. You know what I'm saying? I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
the traveling and coming and putting in, on that work. So it's like nowadays, I always been one that did like $1,000 when it comes to the designer battle because that's to me that's something I never do. So I got a whole appreciative for the people that can draw faces. That's where the battle of the talking heads came about is because
Yeah.
figured like drawing pictures and faces and stuff. So I feel like if you battle when your head is talking, the head got all these different
Hmm.
things saying something to you. So that's where the battle of the talking heads come from. It's like my design battle competitions, they draw faces, they draw, everything. So the head you walk around them, you like, man, the head is saying something to you. So, but yeah, August the 10th, we doing a war of the states, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do fashion, we're gonna have I was gonna tell you, we got people, any artists that want to get down, they just gotta hit that link. Anybody that want
With
to perform?
performance.
Yeah,
I've been to a couple barber battles, man. I went to yours. I went to my homeboys, in Lawrence.
Mhm.
and it ain't even, you know, it's like it's not even work. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like they love it. You know what
Man,
I'm saying?
you talking about the
They
barbers?
yeah, it's like,
Oh,
I mean, just the whole competition is like they just love that competition and getting out there, competing against other barbers.
man,
It's
it's,
like
a, it's
$1,500 to do something you love to do. That's easy work.
you tell them about. Hey, that's like saying, hey, go cut some hair, and we're gonna pay you
Yeah,
for it. I'm like,
man.
okay, you feel me? I'm gonna get paid to do something that I want to do that my mama made me do anyway. Cause you know, growing up, my mom's had that daycare. That's how you know Jabo was a neighborhood barber where I'm from. You know, Jabo lived on the end of the block where I'm from, on my block. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jabo.
Yeah, what block you talking about? He lived on the end
Roosevelt.
of the block. He
He
lived
was
on
at
the
the
end
dead
of
end.
Roosevelt.
Yeah, dead
All
end.
right. When was this?
Nigga, the whole time, Mickey, you know, Mickey stayed at the bottom of the street. You feel
So
me?
Jabo stayed down at the end of the block when we stayed on
Yeah.
the other block.
He stayed back and forth with his mama and his daddy. So
Okay.
he
Okay.
would go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? But he was the
Okay.
barber though. So I've never been interested in cutting hair because he always was the barber. You feel me?
So he was cutting hair before you was.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't man,
Oh,
I only reason why I started cutting hair is because my mom, you know, my mom's on the daycare off of 38. So she
yeah.
would have them kids there and they would come in. You know, my mom she down there doing this stuff for free. Well, she would have me cutting the kids' hair, and I'm like, man, I'm not why I gotta cut their hair. You feel me? But
I will get paid for.
so I mean, you know, I did that, but I never took it serious. I just thought I'd do it. So now I started cutting everybody, my daddy and them. Then I went off to college. When I went off to college, I went up there to Missouri Western, and you know, it was all right, but it wasn't for me. So I thought I was like, I'm gonna go home, get my barber's license. I'm gonna come back up to St. Joe, open up the first black barbershop, right? In St.
St.
Joe.
Joe?
Yeah, that was my vision. That was my goal. But once I
Really?
got back home, I wasn't going back to St. Joe.
Was that the first black barbershop up there?
No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Oh,
I said
okay,
that's what
okay.
my dream was to do. That's the reason why I went to
Oh,
barber college. I was gonna
oh,
go up
okay.
there and set it off. But
How,
St.
how
Joe ain't really
how did you where did St. Joe connection come in? I mean, were you
I went to Missouri Western. I was in college.
okay? Missouri Western is in St. Joe?
Yeah, that's where
I
the
thought
Chiefs
it
do
was
their little training camp at up in Mo West.
St. Joe.
Yeah, Missouri Western.
All
That's yeah,
right.
St. Joseph,
All right.
Missouri. Going north, 29 north, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So coming from
so
the dot,
yeah.
go
So
ahead.
so you've been married 15 years and father of three.
That's
What
right.
does your family mean to you, and how do they influence your work and community efforts?
Well, it goes back to that up there, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta hustle.
Execute
That's cool. Hey, success. Hey, I mean, you know, once you become a father, as you know, it changes everything. You know,
everything
it
change.
changes everything. You're now no longer living for yourself. And I got to have a nice little run at it being, you know, 27 or whatever before I became a father. So, you know, I had did free Nicks and, you know, I had did all-star weekends and NBA and NFL things. You know, I had a good run before I had to care about another human being. You feel me? So
Yeah.
once it came about to where, you know, I became a parent, you know what I'm saying? You just got to do what my parents did for me and what you have seen your whole life, you know? You just got to do your part. And then as far as being a voice or being able to like, cause it's that's the trick question because we learn it every day, man. Every day. This world is bringing up a different situation every day. I mean, the fact of being able to be in a position to not have them in the inner city as much, you know what I'm saying? That's like, okay, well, you get to go to a decent school, you know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
then, you know, it's all the same in its own way. It's all about if the child is willing to learn, you can learn anywhere, right? You know what I'm saying? And if you're willing to take the time with them and be a parent, you can teach them anything. So we could sit here and talk about being like this super dope parent, but like it's always something. Every day you learning, every day you trying to figure out what you got to do to balance it all out. To you know what I'm saying? So I mean, the community wise, it all ties into it. It's all family. You know what I'm saying?
All
Because
family.
it's all family, dude. It's all family. Because I don't want to see your kid or nobody kid hungry. I don't want to see nobody out here on the street strung out on drugs. You know, I don't want to see that. So it's our job to do what we got to do to try to just maintain. You know what I'm saying? Just do our part.
Yeah, and it's kind of selfish to just worry about your own family when there's other families that might need help.
You know, I come from a big family, so my daddy is the help master. I used to be upset growing up because he was everybody's daddy. I was like, man, what about us? You know what I'm saying? Well, just what you just said. It takes a village, man.
Takes a village, man. And
It takes a village.
yeah, man, we got to give back. You know, you, you, you know your priorities change when you get a family, man, and your heart changes. Everything changes, man. So, you know, a lot of these young guys and women out here, man, you know, one day y'all gonna grow up, man, and things are gonna change, and you're gonna stop just thinking about yourself, being selfish, and you're gonna start thinking about other people. I wish we didn't have to wait until we got older to feel that way, but sometimes that's just where it is.
Yeah,
What legacy are you hoping to leave behind for your children, your business, and the community?
man. I tell people like this, and I hate to say it out loud, but I got to. I want a statue, straight up,
You want
straight
a
up.
statue?
I want a
Wh-
statue, straight up.
where you want it? You want
I mean, hey,
it?
I touch a lot of turfs. Wherever I
Yeah.
wherever I bless them the most. You feel me?
Wherever you put
Care
your feet down at, you got a
where
statue.
yeah, I want a
That's
statue.
what's
I
up,
just
man.
with the huh?
That's what's up.
And with the statue, it comes from being a man of honor. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You think about everybody got a statue, they did something great. You got the
Yeah.
you got the Jordan got a statue because we know he killed it out there on the court. You see
Yeah.
Kobe got a statue, he killed it. Martin Luther King, you feel me? And it's just people who do what they supposed to do, they not just remembered by people talking. You can drive by.
Yeah. You want to be recognized for your work.
You can drive by until I put the dirt on me. I'm trying to get a statue, bro. Straight up
Eh,
and down. I ain't never said it out loud.
Yeah.
I ain't never,
Statue
man.
to motivate others, and you know what I'm saying.
Man, well, just
That's
I mean, you ain't gonna get a statue if you didn't motivate others. You feel me?
yeah.
Let's be.
Yeah.
You ain't getting a statue if you didn't do what you're supposed to do.
But even still, you know, even when you gone and people see that statue, they are going to want to know about Carl and the work that he's done. That you know that can still motivate people. You know what I mean? Just for them to know that story.
Yeah. So and it comes along with it. It comes along with how you put your feet to this pavement and how you walk that walk and talk it. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to
Feel
talk.
like you talk it. You feel me? That's why.
Yeah.
That's why when it come back to me and you, like I said, I've been watching. I see what you know. So I see. You know, I know stories that probably ain't been said on here about you. So I'm like, it's all about what do you where you start at and where you gonna end at, and where you
Yeah.
end at is that really your ending? Because the only person
Yeah.
you end it is you. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know you can wake up every day and decide that you're gonna make another story. So I just want to be recognized, like I said, and people like yourself. I just want to make sure that I can stand shoulders with people that I know that not only have lived it, but also are trying to make sure that other people ain't got to live the same way. But if
Yeah.
they do decide to do it, it's the way you do it with class and dignity. You feel me? It's a
It
way
ain't
to
how you
do it.
start.
It's how you finish.
It ain't start as how you finish.
Yeah.
As far as who and what keeps you motivated to keep pushing forward, especially when juggling so many, you know, commitments. I mean, what motivates you to keep pushing, man? Because I know sometimes, you know, things get it's like sometimes you don't know how you gonna keep going. What motivates you, man?
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But everything, you, society, my own little personal things that's like just deep into me. I mean, everything, dude. It's like looking outside, dude. It's just everything, everything. I can't say I couldn't pinpoint one thing because it's everything, bro. You know, God, and just like I said, I'm working on a statue. So
Mm.
I can't be sitting back letting like grass grow under my feet without me out there wanting it to grow under. You feel me? I got to
Yeah,
be moving and moving. So everything to me that's one of the questions that if anybody can answer that and still breathing, and they can just answer it, and they don't have like a trick question part to that, then they ain't doing enough. They don't have enough vision because everything, dude, everything. Like I messed around and just got starting to really watch The Wire. Now you know how old that is, and I'm
yeah,
motivated just on how they was moving way back when. You feel
yeah,
me? And it makes me understand why come people didn't learn from that. Because I know a lot of stories that's messed up behind the simple thing I seen on this in episode 1. And what year was this? What year did it come out?
And people still making the same mistakes.
Same mistakes, dude. The same mistakes. That's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy. So it needs people that lived it and been there, done that to just keep on trying to just like you know what I'm saying, just throw the game out there because they trying to make everything look like it's a celebration, it's a party until you in that cage. You feel me?
Yes.
And when you in that cage, you in there with I mean man or female, you in there with the same right, the same sex. You feel me?
So
All that good time is over.
yeah, so doing better is your motivation. Just elevating, elevating
Elevate.
everything. Yeah,
Man, just trying to just stay, just trying to stay focused and make sure that every day is better than the other day. You feel me? Trying to lead, trying to lead, trying to lead, trying to leave a legacy, man. Trying to make sure that my mom and dad is proud. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make sure that
yeah,
I do my part because I noticed in my family where I'm from, I'm what you call like the middle child of the family. You know what I'm saying? I was in that age group
mm,
by myself, right? So you know
yeah,
my big bro. You know what I'm saying? It was a time where I was out here solo dolo. You feel what I mean? Solo
yeah,
dolo for years. So everything that I had to do, I had to get it out the mud. You feel me? I had to really be out here. Little, you know, I was always little Carl, little, you know, I was always. But you see me, I'm always there. I'm always in the mix. So I just think that everybody just got to find their niche. And I still haven't found mine yet,
yeah.
but
I
find
mean,
their
you're doing a
niche.
lot, man. I mean, you ain't really gotta have a. I mean, like me, man. It's like just it's so much to do, man. You know, a master. What they say,
A jack of all trades.
jack of all trades, master none. You know what I mean? So uh, to have your hands in a lot of stuff, man, ain't nothing wrong with it if you can handle it. Was your brother a barber too?
Nah, nah. His
He ain't
son
barber.
is. His
Oh,
son is.
that's his son.
Yeah, out there in JO doing his thing. Yep.
Do his
Shout
son
out
look
to
like him? Because I thought it was him. His son look like him.
man. His son is
His
mixed.
son don't look like him. Oh,
He may look
I
like him,
know.
but he mixed.
I heard that dancer name though was some connected with some other barbers, so that's his son.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yep, that's
Okay.
his son. He out there in JO doing the same, making noise. You know, he got a
Yeah.
foundation. He been kicking up.
Uh,
proud
uh,
stuff. You know.
what's his name?
His name his name is Fred, but he call us like on there it's like barber Ricky Dantzler, you know, it's
Ricky
chop
Dantzler.
shop,
Okay, yeah, that's the name.
officially chopped.
Oh, that's Chop. Is
That's
Chop
what
is his name Chop?
they call him chop, but yeah, officially chopped at the
So
barbershop. Yeah, that's my
okay.
nephew.
I ain't know that was your nephew, man.
Yeah, he
So
been the last
yeah,
name.
shout out to Chops, man. Yeah, I know the
Yeah.
name, man. So for people who you know what I'm saying. So for people who want to support or get involved with Trends Care, uh, or your upcoming events, what's the best way they can connect with you?
Man, with the Trends Care Foundation, you can go to Trends Care 501c3.com. That's you go right on there. You get the website. Bam, you on there. You feel me? And then, as far as I noticed our latest event is coming up this Sunday with the Mob Deuce and Son sneaker ball. You know, come out from 5 to 9. Come out. We got the DJ. We got the games. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
After that,
you got the dinners and pictures and all.
oh
Hey
yeah,
man, that's gonna be a nice event, man. Cause you know I went to one not too long ago. I took my granddaughter. We went. It was for their school.
right.
I mean, man, that
Yeah,
is
it's life changing, right?
man.
Right? You see where I took that and ran with it because I'm telling you, to be in there networking with them other fathers, man, to be in there and everybody loving on their kid just as much as you are, you feel like, dang, I'm in a group, a private group right now. You feel me? But it's just parents loving on their kid. It's a
And they
dope
love
feeling.
it. And them kids love it, man.
It's the
They
best
had a
thing
good
that
time,
I already know. That's what I'm telling you. That's what happened. When I jumped my daughter up that grade and we went to that thing and it messed up my whole life.
man.
I've been doing it ever since. You feel me?
Man,
It's just it's
man.
a feeling.
Shouts out, man, to trends, man, because that's
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
this is something that the community needs more of, for us to be focusing on family. You I think we just don't do it enough. And
man.
I have to give you a shout out, man, for all that you do as far as the mothers and sons, the fathers and daughter dances. I mean the barber. I mean everything, man. Everything that you do in the community, it adds value to the community. So I have to take my
Appreciate
hat off to you, man, and give you a big shout out, man, for that. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Any final words for the community, especially young men and women watching this, who may be looking for direction and inspiration?
man. First, and I haven't said this the whole time we've been talking. Man, believe in God. Read that word every now and then. It ain't gonna hurt you. All it's gonna do
Yeah,
is help you. It ain't gonna hurt you not one bit. I don't even care what religion you are. You just got to get some structure. You know what I'm saying? Just get some kind of discipline to where you kind of like have something to fall back in your brain where you could say, should I not do this? Because if you ain't got nothing telling you that you don't know what's good or bad. You know, you just think what's
hmm
because the world trying to tell us that's what it is because they want to fill them cages up. So
yeah,
just know God, and at the same time, respect your elders, man.
yeah.
Respect your elders. They didn't get to make it that age for nothing, man. Respect your elders.
They have something of value that they can share with you. A lot of people, a lot of these kids don't understand that the elders have something of value because they've been there.
They got something to say. Just because the way the world is now, it always been crazy. So you've been have to know how to maneuver to still make it. So don't
Yeah,
think that they just been sitting on the couch. Oh, they've been living, and they still here. So that means that demands your respect right there. The fact that they still here and able to talk to you when so many people that they know is no longer here. They don't beat them. You know what I'm saying? They lived
yeah.
it out. Still here for a reason. So respect your
They don't.
elders.
Yeah, they don't make some right moves.
Yeah, for sure. Respect your elders. Get in that Bible every now and then just listen, man. Listen, and don't take everything you see on TV to heart. All this stuff, man. Just like we know, you can pick up the phone and you can act like this is your car, and you know you ain't got a car. So
Yeah,
everything you see don't mean it's real. You feel me? Just pay attention, do some reading, do research, think about stuff, and find out the dirt before you spread gossip. You know what I'm saying? Get to know
hmm
people, get to know what's going on in your community, get to know what you need to do. Find out if something that you like, study it, find out about it, find out what it is. So if that's something you want to do, you won't waste your years trying to figure out like, oh man, I ain't even like that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Do the research. Hey, and you the research king. You know what I'm saying? The man got 2 books. Congrats, congrats. So,
man,
hey, 2 books. I mean, I can't.
man.
I try to put the computer in front of me and do the thing, dude. I can't even sit still enough. So I most definitely salute you for that.
Hey,
I got
it
things to
wasn't
talk about, but I can't. I can't. I ain't gonna say I can't. I just ain't got. I haven't had the real power to sit still. I
yeah.
got all this, man. It's crazy.
It took me some years. I mean, it wasn't just no overnight thing, but like we was talking about, is to have a goal and a passion
Yes,
and
sir.
you know what I'm saying, have a purpose, and that's what motivated me to write those books because I had something to say, and I wanted to inspire people, man. So and just like you said, man, keep God in your life, man, because that's the foundation.
That's a
If you
foundation.
don't have if you don't have a foundation, you are building on, what I'm saying, unstable, you know what I
Foundation.
mean, you
Foundation.
building on rocky ground, man. So let God be your foundation. Have a dream, a purpose. You know what I'm saying, learn how to love and community and family, man, and that's gonna get you a lot further, man. So Carl, man, it was a pleasure speaking to you, man. I can't wait to hear about how that my Dukes, you know what I'm saying, his son Sneaker Ball. I know it's gonna be because if you talk to some females, I believe it's going to change their life. It's going to change the life of their sons to be able to spend that time with their mother, just one on one, just one on one time, and enjoying themselves, man. So, man, like I said, Carl, man, big ups, man.
Appreciate it.
Man, I mean, I can't really express enough, man, how I think that you are really doing something that that needs to be done more of in the community, I gotta give you shots out, man, because I see you moving and
Appreciate it.
grooving, and you keep the community in the forefront. You know what
All
I
right,
mean? So
all right. I had good teachers, man. That's all I can say. I'm from the dot, baby. You feel me?
the
We,
dot,
you know how we roll. You feel me?
what high school you go to, man?
You know I graduated
Washington,
from that dot. What I look like?
the
You
wash
know,
out,
well, you know I'm a
wash
old
out.
dog over here. You better go and get correct
Bulldog.
yourself,
How
man.
you
You already,
you and you grew up on Roosevelt? We went
man.
there.
Hey, but you know we moved from Roosevelt. Look, we moved from Roosevelt when I was in the 7th grade.
Oh, okay. I was about to. I know we was catching the bus to Washington.
You know I was on 38th Street. You know I'm behind Texas Time some other years. You remember that? You know that's where I was at. We moved over there in my 7th grade year. You know that house burnt down, but hey, boy, it's all about the dogs over this way. Don't play no games.
Dog, man. Hey, Washington. I don't know nothing about.
From there though.
Yeah,
No,
I don't know
I
nothing about
regret
no.
that.
Yeah. I don't know nothing about no wine. I know Washington. You
That's
know what
all
I'm
right.
saying? We
That's all right.
they yeah.
Tell you all about it. I can tell you all about it. What you want to know?
A bulldog.
Man,
A bulldog could never beat a wildcat. That's all I got to say, man. You got any shots that you want to? You know what
yeah, that was good. That was cool. That was cool. Hey,
I'm
hey, ain't no wildcat walking around these streets either. You got to go to a jungle for that, or go to the zoo.
saying?
You see a bulldog on every corner, baby.
Okay.
You feel me?
So you got any shots, man? You want to give out, man? You know what I'm saying? Shots some people out, man. Let you. I mean, if you want to run down kind of what the people can expect at this your next event or anything, since shots out, because we gonna close it out.
Yeah. Hey, well, first of all, you already know August is my baby. So August 10th, War of the States. I need y'all to come get this belt from me. You know what I'm saying? Come get this belt. Come get this money. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have vendors. We're gonna have food trucks. You know, we got JR Hoodstar hosting that too. You know what I'm saying? We got a good thing going. We ain't gonna mess that up. Then, you know, we got the car show. My man KC Whips, you know, he gonna run that out there, have that popping.
Yeah.
We got the showcase, you know what I'm saying? If you want to see the car show, you want to see some swimsuits, they're gonna come out there and be walking around with the cars. I mean, you know, I got I gotta put on
It's
the
a
show
good
for
time.
gotta put on for the
Where's
show.
that? Where's that
That's
gonna be at?
that's gonna be August the 10th. That's off of 63rd in the same parking lot uh where you know what I'm saying, Thriftway and all that is. Park no, not the landing. On 63rd, like diagonal from Hurl Penner. Right off of 60, you know what's the
Oh,
over in that
okay.
big parking lot, you know what I'm saying? It's
Hmm.
you got the industrial, and I got the Onyx. I got both of them. So, you know, we got
Okay.
the meet and greet room for the people. You know, you know, we got the air conditioning for, you know, it's gonna be hot. So
Yeah.
it's in August. It's gonna be hot out there. So you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So the food trucks is going, but then this Sunday is the main thing. You know what I'm saying? This is a trade care situation. You know, I'm on the clock right now. So trying to make sure that we can at least have a lightweight, successful, you know, event. So I want the moms to bring the boys out. I want the boys to come out and enjoy their stuff. You know, but like I said, we got the motivational speaker, we got the good food, we got the DJ. You know, we're gonna have some games. You know, it's gonna be a good time. So, Trans Care, Mom Dukes, and Son Sneaker Ball this Sunday at the UAW Local 31 down, like you said, around the corner from Fairfax from GMC, around the corner from the Argosy. So if you are coming from Missouri, just right off the highway, coming from Kansas, you know how to get there. You know what I'm saying? To Fairfax. So that's what's up, man. I appreciate you giving me this, you know, this time. I mean,
Oh
you know,
man.
it been way longer than what we thought, but you know what I'm saying? I know
You know,
you got to do the like,
yeah.
do what you do. Yeah, let me just shout out to the wifey, you know what I'm saying? She been holding nigga down for 15. You know what I'm saying? The kids, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you growing and steady elevating every day, man. I'm looking at you. I do stuff. Hey, you talking about doing stuff. You know me, I'll start it and stop it and start it and stop it. I pick up so many. I like it when somebody can stay consistent and drop it like on a regular, because like I said, I could be doing a lot of things right now. I'm sitting up here burning up talking to you. You feel me? Because you want me to cut my hair off. I'm like, oh man. But man, it's a beautiful situation, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. I just want to shout out the town, man. KC is the town, but Wanda don't nobody do it like the dot, baby. Peace, man. God bless.